The Bored Ape Yacht Club has been under fire recently, and they're fighting back. If anyone wants a lesson in market cycles, the peak will be easily defined as the time when people spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on pictures of digital apes. This Statista chart shows the total value of sales involving an NFT in the art segment worldwide cratering, which means maybe the NFT space isn't the get-rich-quick investment my financial advisors on TikTok tell me it is. If you have a girlfriend, then I'll explain what Bored Ape Yacht Club is. It's 10,000 pictures of monkeys that people pay a lot of money for so their Twitter avatar can look like this. Breaking, Ben Simmons just purchased BAYC number 5164 for 100 Ethereum or 253 grand at the time. 100 Ethereum is worth about $114,000 today. Ben was so upset at his purchase that he quit basketball. Okay, Spencer, these things are valuable. They're still selling for 90 Ethereum on OpenSea. Maybe the joke's on me for not understanding the value of an image that can be made on Fiverr for $100. Today's video is not a joke though, because the Bored Ape Yacht Club has had enough. They are ready to go to court with an artist named Ryder Ripps. Ryder copy and pasted the Bored Apes into his own collection called Ryder Ripps Bored Ape Yacht Club. Buyers of the so-called RRBAYC tokens, an abbreviation of Ripps' name, see this act as a work of performance art. I think this is all hilarious. In my eyes, if the value of an NFT exists past the point of purchase, then what the ticket to the community looks like is irrelevant, right? Ripps is taking Yuga Labs' copyrightable material and putting it in a new context by appending a different non-fungible blockchain signature to it. The images may be the same, though the meaning is different, he said. A lawsuit was filed on June 24th between Yuga Labs and Ryder Ripps. Philion released an hour-long video recently titled Bored Ape Nazi Club, which has received more than 1 million views already. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is? Surprisingly, it's not people buying sports betting picks from fake gurus. 49 million people fell victim to identity theft in 2020, which is incredibly costly for businesses and individuals. Imagine waking up tomorrow and attempting to log into your bank account, social media, or most trusted apps, only to find out that your password has been changed by some fraudster. Imposters even try to scam my followers on social media using my image and name all the time. That's why I'm excited to partner with Aura, who is sponsoring this video. Aura is identity theft protection, fraud monitoring, a VPN, password management, and antivirus software all combined into one easy-to-use app. Aura monitors the dark web for your emails, passwords, and social security numbers and sends alerts fast right to your phone and email. I've already been alerted that my email has been found on a website located in the dark web. When it comes to fraud, every second matters. Connect your credit and bank accounts and get notified of any changes up to 4 times faster than Aura's competitors. And their antivirus software will block malware and viruses before they infect your devices. If you want to keep your information safe while enjoying access to the internet, you can get access to a 14-day free trial by using the link in the description. That's right, 14-day free trial. Stay safe with Aura, my friends. Back to the video. Many people believe that Philion was getting sued, which is false. The defendants are Ryder Ripps, an alleged collaborator Jeremy Cahan, and a few others whose identity is not known by Yuga Labs. The lawsuit's main focus is Ryder Ripps' alleged trademark infringement and use of copyright material for financial gain. In July of last year, Ripps punked the CryptoPunks, an early NFT art series of highly valuable collector's items, by copy-pasting a punk file, minting his own token, and using it as his profile picture on social media platforms, including Twitter. He definitely comes across as someone who has a bone to pick with the NFT community. I don't think it's cool because I'd be upset if someone copied my videos and used it for financial gain, but I do find it interesting how he's pushing the boundary of copyright law. If an ape comes at you for rocking their PFP, they might say, well, it doesn't matter, it's not the same NFT. To which you should say, exactly, you can't copy an NFT. Therefore, it's an original work with new context meaning, just like the punks, Ripps said. He does make an interesting point, although I don't think it will hold up in court. Yeah, it's not technically the same project or NFT, but come on, you know what you're doing. Apparently, Larva Labs, the owner of CryptoPunks, failed at getting Ryder's project taken down on a copyright request. That's likely why he's so confident in his fight against BAYC. The BAYC images are another story. There's no real question that they are copyrightable and that RR's use of them is infringing, Brian Fry, a lawyer and conceptual artist known for his own statements on plagiarism, told CoinDesk. These Bored Apes are super popular. It's a newsworthy event when a celebrity buys one because of course they're going to talk about it. Also, Yuga Labs has been evaluated at more than $1 billion. Rolling Stone released how 4 NFT novices created a $1 billion ecosystem of cartoon apes covering BAYC in November of last year. A collection of over 100 Bored Apes sold for over $24 million at Sotheby's. Then, in October, Bored Ape number 8817 sold for a record $3.4 million. Personally, I'd rather buy an apartment building, a business, or a luxury house other than a picture of an ape, but we all value our money differently. There are currently 13 trademarks filed on behalf of Yuga Labs for various renditions of BAYC. Any lawyers watching, hopefully you can help me in the comment section. Is it possible Ryder Ripps infringed on their trademarks if they've been filed and are still pending? Paragraph 33 explains in detail that Ryder has been using the same marks from the BAYC collection with his RR-BAYC collection. They provide an example of Ryder ripping the trademark exactly in his copied ape. Ryder's ape doesn't include access to a Discord group chat, so clearly it doesn't have as much value. Paragraph 35 explains that Ryder was selling his identical copies of the Bored Apes in the same marketplace as BAYC, OpenSea. He used their trademark in the title of the page, in the cover photo of the page, and in the page URL. OpenSea shut this page down, but the lawsuit alleges that he built up another page right after. He's like one of those whack-a-mole trolls that just keeps popping up after every shutdown. They allege Ripps, Cohen, and the group claim to have won 5 takedown requests against OpenSea and have indicated that they're going to keep offering their NFTs for sale. You know this guy was annoying the living hell out of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Every time he got shut down, he would just pop up again. Hey guys, remember me? I made more copies. They then show his Twitter profile matching the BAYC's pretty much exactly. Ryder claims to hate the BAYC, but his entire life seems to revolve around being exactly like them. Whether he's proven a point or not, it seems kind of obsessive. He's like the guy who claims to all his friends that he hates his ex-girlfriend, I'm done with her, never talking to her again, but goes home at night, sits on her Instagram, sends her texts when he gets drunk, and gets upset when she's in a picture with another guy. What the trio did on Twitter was create similar accounts to the real BAYC account and retweeted in such a way that an unknowing consumer who stumbled on the page would believe it to be the legit BAYC account. This is obviously why it's not allowed, but think of how much money you could make if you could set up social media accounts and mimic real brands, then lead traffic to your website that's using all of their trademarks. You'll find out how much money Ryder made in just a minute, millions of dollars. Defendants' misuse of plaintiffs' trademarks is part of a scheme to harass Yuga Labs, mislead consumers, and unjustly enrich themselves. Yeah, I'd say they have a pretty good claim to this action. Indeed, on information and belief, Ripps has made well over $5 million through this scheme of pumping and dumping fake NFTs. I'm curious to see how they'd evaluate real and fake NFTs since his look exactly the same, but can you imagine making $5 million in the NFT space just by copy and pasting? Most NFT projects are inherently useless, so this space just blows my mind. How many people are making millions by creating nothing of value? I've never seen this before in my life. Ryder recently tweeted, I am glad to say some people will never know what RRBAYC stands for no matter how hard we try. Count me as one of those people who will never understand, trying to prove a point by copy and pasting an NFT project, making millions infringing on their trademarks and copyright, and then trying to claim you stand for some movement has got to be the best part of the story. The fourth cause of action is dealing with common law trademark infringement and how Ryder and company infringed on BAYC's common law trademark, misleading the public as to what they were actually buying. I'm clearly not an expert in this area. I'm assuming there has to be some reasonable sense trademark. Clearly Ryder was copy pasting, and I can't imagine this cause of action will be dropped. Yuga Labs is represented by Fenwick & West, which I believe is a nationally recognizable great law firm. Ryder is about to have a really tough 12 to 24 months dealing with this lawsuit. It's going to be incredibly expensive defending himself, and the plaintiff's lawyers are going to run his wallet empty. The other defendant, Jeremy, tweeted this: the Yuga Labs lawsuit will be the most historical and precedent-setting case in the history of digital art. Together, we are at war for our future. My conviction has never been higher. We will win. Our victory will be a landmark one for all digital creatives. He's obviously confident in their ability to win this case. Someone needs to ask him again in 2 years what he thinks about the lawsuit. I can guarantee he's going to have bags under his eyes, disheveled hair, and hate Yuga Labs more than he does today. And that leads us to Philion's video, an hour-long quest into the heart of Bored Ape Yacht Club and its alleged use of dog whistles, Nazi imagery, and symbolism to indicate the group uses the apes as a means to push their Nazi agenda. The lawsuit covered in this video has nothing to do with the Philion video. I'm almost certain Yuga Labs had this lawsuit in progress when that video was released. Philion has been receiving tweets like these: lawsuit freaked you out, huh, little guy? Tell it to the judge. Don't backtrack now, I suited up for court. Too late, they have you down as John Doe number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9, and they have you on video talking about underage kids. Unfortunately for these commenters, they don't exactly know what the lawsuit is about. I'm fascinated to see if Yuga Labs pursues a defamation lawsuit against Philion and Ryder Ripps. My assumption is that they won't. I've read that Ryder has been making these kinds of claims for a long time without repercussions. If they waited this long to file a defamation lawsuit, it'd be hard to convince a judge that there were actual damages. Copyright infringement possibly costing them millions is an easier play for Yuga Labs. Defamation against a public figure or entity, on the other hand, is so hard to prove. Philion's video was an hour long with so many references to his claims and theme of the video that it would be very challenging proving they're all pure coincidence. I do think the Ryder Ripps case is going to be an interesting one to follow, because if they can win that lawsuit, then maybe others will try to follow the same path to making millions. If you're someone who invests in monkey NFTs, make sure to also invest in something that has value so you can balance out your portfolio. Thanks for watching.